Sellers often wonder, why isn't my house selling, especially after it's been on the market longer than I actually thought? Well, sure, price, condition, and marketing are all factors, but there's another very important tool that many homeowners have never heard of. It's called reverse prospecting. So, what exactly is reverse prospecting? It's not a sales gimmick, even though it sounds like it could be, right? And this is the feature that's built into many multiple listing services, the MLS, and it's the shared database that realtors use. What it does is it lets your listing agent see what other realtors already have buyers looking for in a home that matches your exact key features of your property. So just remember, it does not match or show buyers' names, phone numbers, or private search details. It only shows realtors who have saved searches that match your home. So just think of it as a quiet alert system between the realtors. Now, your agent can simply reach out and say, hey, I noticed that you may have buyers looking for something like this and just wanted to make sure that you saw this listing. And the other realtor then decides whether they should show it to their client or not. So here's exactly how it works in simple terms. Every day, realtors represent buyers and they create custom searches in the MLS based on what their clients want. And the searches usually include things like a price range, number of bedrooms and number of bathrooms, the square footage, the school district, if it's waterfront or oceanfront, or if it has a pool or any specific features, if it's in an HOA or non-HOA, if the construction is brand spanking new or if it's resale, or a condo or a townhome or single family home. How about the garage size? 1, 2, or 3, or the lot size? And there's so many more variables here. And then when the listing goes live, or when the existing listing gets a price reduction or a major update, or the MLS automatically compares it property to another saved buyer search, then there's a match. And your listing agent can see whether other realtors have buyers who might be interested. And your agent then contacts those realtors. And the buyers, they stay private and they stay represented by their own buyer's agent the entire time. So this is why this matters to you. It only matters if you're selling your home, because most marketing is passive. But if you put the house online and you wait for buyers or their agents just to find it, that's a losing proposition. Reverse prospecting is more active. So instead of hoping for the right buyer to eventually see the listing, your agent can go directly to the realtors who've already matched buyers in their system. And this does not guarantee a showing or an offer for your house, but it does increase the batting average and a chance that the right people hear about your home a lot sooner. So just listen, top agents typically use it, and average agents don't even know about this. A good listing agent often runs reverse prospecting at these moments. When the home first hits the market, after a price reduction, when professional photos or a new description is added, when the property comes back on the market after being temporarily off, after significant improvements that have been completed, or any one of these changes can create a fresh new wave of matches. But this does not mean you'll see few or no matches. One of the biggest misconceptions here is that the reverse prospecting matches equal no buyers, and that's not always true. Now, common reasons for few or no buyers to match or some buyers agents don't save searches in the MLS. And many buyers search on public websites instead of through the agent's MLS search. And the criteria that some agents use is very narrow. So your price may sit outside the ranges of active buyers that are currently searching in that area. Or if your listing is brand new, agents have not yet set up or updated their client searches. So just remember, reverse prospecting is one marketing tool. It's not the complete package of tools. It's not the measure of overall buyer demand. Pricing and presentation still come first. Even the best tools cannot overcome realistic pricing. So if the home is priced significantly above where comparable homes are selling for, or reverse prospecting alone, it's not going to produce any offers here. And the same is true if the house has an obvious deferred maintenance issue, or if it's got really crappy photos or limited showing availability. Reverse prospecting works best when it's paired with realistic pricing, strong photography, clean, appealing presentation, and easy showing access, and solid overall marketing on all three levels: in-town buyers, out-of-town buyers, and buyers that are already working with another agent. Just remember, buyer privacy is always protected. Some sellers and buyers, they worry about this tool somehow exposes personal information, and it does not. The MLS only shows it to realtors who have saved searches that match that property. The actual buyers remain anonymous to the listing site. Their own realtor continues to represent them throughout the entire process. So the bottom line for home sellers here is real estate marketing has moved far beyond a yard sign and an online listing. Today, more effective agents use a combination of technology data and professional relationships to get the home in front of as many qualified buyers as quickly as possible. And reverse prospecting is just one of those behind-the-scenes tools that many homeowners never hear about or never see about, yet it can make a meaningful difference. So, when you interview agents to sell your home, ask a simple question. Do you use reverse prospecting? And will you run it on my property when it lists or after any price changes or any major updates? That answer alone will tell you a lot about how actively that agent markets its listings versus simply putting it in the MLS and just waiting. Choosing the right agent is one of the biggest decisions that you'll make in the entire selling process. The tools that they use and how consistently they use them can affect how quickly your home finds a right buyer and at what price. Hope you're enjoying these videos. I'll see you in the next one.